If you will think of ourselves as coming out of the earth rather than as being thrown in here from somewhere else, thrown out of the earth, we are the earth. We are the consciousness of the earth. These are the eyes of the earth. And this is the voice of the earth. What else?
How do we raise our consciousness?
Well, that's a matter of what you are disposed to think about. And that's what meditations are for. And all of life is a meditation. Most of it unintentional. A lot of people spend most of it meditating on where their money's coming from and where it's going to go. But that's a level of meditation. Or if you have a family to bring up, your concern for the family. These are all perfectly very important concerns, but they have to do with physical conditions mostly, and spiritual conditions of the children, of course. But how are you going to communicate spiritual consciousness to the children if you don't have it yourself? So how do you get that? Then you think about the myths.
Silence of sirens, the tyrants toppling tower cities. What the people doing now? A plague monk mantra. The universe hunts them down, haunt the world, mislead us. Seen the devil in flesh, and now my sisters and brothers, they seeing God. I'm here to protect the angels through dark times. Collective meditations, chakras raising in all kind. Connected to the fault lines, we pumping freedom through the system. Energize the spirit, carry light, run with the shadows that are heavy. People power lights out, light the candles. We the vandals, run with samples. I'm fire bending. I used to wanna kill the devil inside myself, but now I place it in my palms and understand hell. We ask, we receive, so we cast the disease with prayer. Moving air, not a class of the metal beasts. Missing bolts on they moving knees, so the movement is overseen from the mutant human beings. The world misleaders will fall, the shadow runners made the call.
We fought in untold wars, crossed the cosmos and stars since before the dawn of ignoble colonial pawns. Past as the masses masters, we clash past the casket. Matches lit to spark heartful actions passionate. They laugh at ghastly kids, their mad bastards slashed into bits and drones overseas. Controlled by total demons that are soulless beings. Freak destruction and havoc, there's no redeeming for their cloaked speeches. At the cusp of madness, no Jesus will come save them. Like nuns' babies made to be sun saviors. The slums of Hades will greet them, and none will pay their passage across the Styx. Masked orphans will walk them past dark abysses they dropped into with lost denizens. Their marked friends and gossip till their frosty ends. Corporate bent consulars senseless. Shadow drug runners hunted and slung breathless in gallows and glung dungeons. We conquer them effortless with all of our thoughts manifested. Occupy all of these dementedly authored monstrous lies and fossilize them to preserve them for the next peoples to learn from. Grasp from the urn of Shiva and smudge with the ashes to spur our leaders to budge past this. Burn the impurities like reefer. No more madness and deceit, so happiness can at last be breathed. We're not past your creatures, we're past the ethers. Let's cast the past thesis in the blackest of chasms and act like we believe in a future as beautiful as the truth is to mutants who truly know their mutations were newly made as evolutionary traits for revolutionary sapiens. Evolutionary traits for revolutionary sapiens.
Spiritual metamorphosis, proportional to the devotions. I'm infinite, reborn in many forms. Alchemy of a moment, polluted over the years. The devil tried to capture emotion. Composure, yeah, it can be potent. Decapitated evil and Smeagol with a photo. Compassionate, the pilgrimage. We no longer ourselves, we you see. Always remain broken. You never know the moment I heard the voice of love. Through the breath of the ley lines, I climbed energy rooted. Barefoot, I cried on every page of the book. My mother, the trees grounded me. Buried my clarity, crystals gifted by the disciples. I'm blessed by so many angels. I've been granted the realms through the stems. I made amends, felt the pain of every living entity through the magnetic spiral. Reclaimed months surrounded, love of my darkness through the struggle of an addict. No panic, screaming loud, he has arrived. I pray for your soul, already through you, Imam Ali spoke to me. No panic, meditate and accept this. Of course, I know I'm chosen and I accept this force. I'm the light in my darkness, the sound in my silence. The message is clear as the glacier's tear, melting down into a river, eliminating all fear. I'm the reflection of all, as all is the reflection of I. Love's energy is my mirror, and I see myself between the mountains of unity and the temple of loneliness, meditating. I've been in search of the freedom all my life, and all that I've been seeking has found me in the place of serenity within. In the place of serenity within.
If you will think of ourselves as coming out of the earth rather than has been thrown in here from somewhere else, thrown out of the earth. We are the earth. We are the consciousness of the earth. These are the eyes of the earth. And this is the voice of the earth. What else?
How do we raise our consciousness?
Well, that's a matter of what you are supposed to think about. And that's what meditations are for. And all of life is a meditation. Most of it unintentional. A lot of people spend most of it meditating on where their money's coming from and where it's going to go. But that's a level of meditation. Or if you have a family to bring up, you're concerned for the family. These are all perfectly very important concerns, but they have to do with physical conditions mostly, and spiritual conditions too, of course. But how are you going to communicate spiritual consciousness to the children if you don't have it yourself? So how do you get that? Then you think about the myths.